get to a point where maybe I can do what I love.
Preach. Oh, we got to stop there for a second. I probably shouldn't go that deep in that, but I understand what you mean about the business side, because as a poet, it's the same exact thing. It's not about the line. It's not, it's not about the line. It's not about how good the poem is. It's, can it make us money? Is it marketable? Where's the gimmick? Where's the gimmick?
Yeah.
And as an actor, I don't understand necessarily the gimmick. Besides the name, of course, the name is very gimmicky. Once you have a name, that becomes very gimmicky. Like your name becomes bigger than your acting skills sometimes, in some cases, like in the very big highest levels, of course, or maybe in every level, I don't know.
Yeah. And what people would call that is like their or other ways that is labeled is like someone's persona or their aura. And it's what, I mean, especially if it's an uber famous person, then that's definitely is what is it that when they do walk into the room that people recognize, or like what, you know, as a lesser known actor, that's literally what you're told, like is to find the best glowing essence of yourself, and that's what you need to go into the room with. Is that reality? No, not every day.
Okay, I was gonna say,
yeah. But it's true. Like once you find that, that's what you're selling. You're selling that aura, that energy, that persona. But nobody's that 24/7. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So the business side of it is very unromantic, and sometimes it's hard for me, because it's like a lot of bad stuff is published, for example. It's like, come on, you know, and it hurts what I care about, which is like the poetry with the capital P, you know, like the art of it, the conversation, the correspondence that we have with like the dead, you know, in regard to who we're talking to. It's like, come on, we're talking to, I don't know, like to Walt Whitman, you know, like we have to take this more serious. Not serious, it's not about serious, but it's maybe what you talk about with going into the play, really embodying it and really taking hold of the spirit of the whole thing. And like that makes it hard when it becomes just a business. It makes it hard, but that's kind of off topic a little bit. But yeah, I guess I just relate with you with that again. What you're
of course. I mean, trying to make money being a poet is 10 times harder. I mean, it really is. My buddy who I went to undergrad with, who studied acting at Michigan and with me, and he's a very successful poet right now, and he's been published in all kinds of different things and journals and books, and but he's still got his job. He's got the day job that,
same for me, right?
You know, and that's the thing. And nowadays, to call it a day job, it's like, no, it's the part of his life that allows him to continue to successfully do what he's actually passionate about. I think that's also the hard thing. Like, I would love if I ever get to the point where, and I'm kind of there now, but that's also because now I have a support that is the unit of my wife and myself, but to only do acting, to only be an actor, or to, in your case, to only be a poet, people don't understand that, like, that's 2%, like
maybe less
for poets. I would say less. I don't know, but you would know. And that's just not a reality that anyone is, that the vast majority of us of professional artists live, like, and people outside of that, it's never with bad intention, but they're always like, yeah, but it's so cool you're doing what you love. And it's like, yeah, but the majority of what I do is not what I love. It's trying to get to a point where maybe I can do what I love.
Preach. Oh, we got to stop there for a second. Let it digest.
All right.
That was a good one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The majority of what I do is not what I love. It's what I do to get to what I want to love. I didn't say it as well as you, but that's
true, right? Like,
yes,
you know. Yeah.
Wow. Well, okay. Well, jumping ahead to high school, again, there was a change in you. Is that everything in you is like very poignant. It's very like concentrated. By high school, you had a laser focus And I don't know what you're focusing on because I don't know. I wasn't in your life, but you seemed very disciplined, like off the charts. I don't know what you were doing. What were you doing? You were definitely disciplined in something.
I don't
Your
know what I
dance
was
class
doing.
or acting or what was
Oh
going
man.
on?
You know what? I think, yeah. Well, anybody that's close-ish to me, I'm kind of either like, I'm either gonna do it or I'm not. And so I was fortunate enough with my parents' support and definitely my parents' financial situation, I guess. A lot of the stuff I did wasn't. I was given a lot of opportunity. If I showed interest, I was supported in that way, whatever that
That's
meant,
awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, ironically, what does that mean? Of course, I'm wrestling. I'm going to dance class. I'm doing a play. I'm like uh,
Playing
all,
soccer.
yeah, man, and right, and then sometime like in the spring, like running track and doing a travel soccer team. Just like ridiculous. It wasn't ridiculous because it created like you're saying, a discipline in me. Um, I think I'm passionate about a lot of things a little bit. So like I'm just, like I said, eighth grade hits, this is what I'm doing. So when I got to high school, inside, outside of school, everything was about how can I continue to fuel and feed achieving that dream. So that was a focus, right? But then sports had always been and were always a huge part of my life, to the point when I left high school, I said, I am not going to do sports anymore, like not even intramurals, because I wasn't good enough. I mean, I don't know. I may have been able to play club soccer at Michigan.
Definitely.
Um, I may have been able to, I probably could have played some sports at some smaller schools. But I had made the decision, like sports were done. It was time to focus on, but so during that time at Heritage, I just took it very seriously. I love the idea that we are given the opportunity to change ourselves and change our bodies and get better at things. Athletics is like the clearest example, where you can start in one place, and the harder you work and the more effort and time and focus you put in, you will see results. Are you going to be regional champion? I don't know. That's out of your hands. But what is in your hands is what's right in front of you. And so like um that's what I loved about sports. I was fascinated by it with wrestling because it's on you. That's like there is nobody else to blame but yourself, either making weight or winning the match or getting through the practice week. So I really enjoyed that and I took it very seriously. But with soccer and with track, it was great just because of that social aspect.
Mhm, mhm.
Especially those of us like our sophomore year, when a few of us got on varsity. That was wild. And that was like so cool. Like we were in the big show.
I probably shouldn't go that